I do recommend animal products. I do recommend milk a lot. But if you go to the store and just buy ultra pasteurized milk, a lot of people can't really tolerate that. So that's not what I want people to go out and do. I really want people to get educated about raw milk, how you find it, why it's so good, and basically there's all these nutrients we get from raw milk that we just can't get from standard milk. What they tell you is that that pasteurized milk is still filled with all the vitamins and minerals in there, and that's actually true. But what the pasteurization does is it destroys all the enzymes and the microbes that is supposed to take those nutrients and turn into nutrition in your body. So a lot of the nutrition in the store-bought milk, while it's in there, your body can't absorb it. So it's basically useless, and a lot of people can't digest it at all in their stomach, so they get like lactose intolerance symptom. And that's not really that they are intolerant to the lactose. It's because natural milk has lactase enzymes, which is supposed to digest the lactose naturally in the milk. That's what raw milk has. That's why we can just drink it. And people who think they're lactose intolerant, if they drink raw milk, they're going to get milk that already has lactase enzymes in it to digest the lactose, and they're not going to have any issues. So a big part of why milk today is seen as this like big allergenic food is because people have been sort of scammed into drinking dead pasteurized milk that just can't be digested. It doesn't have any enzymes. It's basically kind of dead milk, and they can't absorb it, and they get stomach pains and stuff like that.
Just for people that are not familiar with the process of pasteurization.
They basically take all the milk, they put it in a big tank, which is the pasteurizer. It's very expensive equipment. It was actually popularized back in the 1930s by Rockefeller and people like that.
Right.
But basically it heats the milk for a very, very short amount of time, but to very, very high temperature. In that was to really kill all the dangerous microbes in there. So that's basically what pasteurization is. It's quite simple. It's just heating the milk very quickly. It kills all the life in there, all the enzymes, all the good microbes, and also all the bad microbes, which in my opinion, if you get milk, raw milk from healthy cows who have just been eating grass, they're never going to contain the bad microbes that they're so scared of. It's always from these conventional factory farms, which I would never recommend people drink from. Some places they do like a light pasteurization where they only heat it to like 60 degrees Celsius, something around there. That's a little bit better, but a lot of the milk also nowadays is ultra highly pasteurized, which is up to 100 degrees Celsius. And that really just destroys all of the milk. You can't even make kefir with it. The kefir grains will just die. And you just can't really use it for any health supporting aspects at all. And they do that usually also to increase shelf life. That's why you can see the milk in some stores. It's like not even in the fridge. That's because it's ultra highly pasteurized. So that's the milk you really want to avoid. And then what they also do after the pasteurization in most places is homogenization. You know how if you leave milk out, that's just natural raw milk or non-homogenized milk, the cream will rise to the top, and that's what they want to avoid. So they do the homogenization, which also disrupts the fat in the milk and destroys basically the fat molecules. So you want to avoid all of that processing as much as possible, which is basically just buying raw milk is the best thing.
The fat rising to the top's the best bit, in the sense of the first sip when you open the bottle is just brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
And it's such a dense nutritional food that you don't need to drink 10 liters like a calf does.